Hey, what is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 3, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the CrDroid ROM on the Redmi Note 3, and this is the 15th February 2019 build of the CrDroid based on Android Pie ROM over here, and this ROM is pretty good and I'll talk about everything of this ROM in this video. So let's just start it from here. The stock launcher, this is the quick step launcher. Over to the left we have the Google Now cards. You can swipe down anywhere on the home screen to get the quick settings panel, as you can see, and if you double tap on the home screen, of course the phone just goes to sleep. Pretty helpful feature for me at least, and I really love this launcher just because of this gesture features. Let me just show you the launcher settings quickly. Here we have gestures, and if you go into double tap gesture, here you can set the double tap action to set like screen off, flashlight or Google search. So you can change it, and you have the app drawer customization and stuff. Like from here, as you can see, you have the app drawer, icons, and even the home screen customizations are present. So this is a great launcher for this ROM, and this is the stock launcher, by the way, of this ROM. And over here, if you're noticing the Volti logo up here, this looks like the Zenfone Max's logo over here, the Volti logo. And let me place a call and show you guys the in-call UI. So here, as you can see, here is the in-call UI, and the Volti calling does work super fine even on SIM 1 and 2 both, and the recording call option is there and video call option is there too. So it is great feature over here. So you can record calls in this ROM. Let me show you some other things. Let's go inside settings, and if we go all the way down, here we have the about phone section, and inside Android version we have the Android version as 9. Let me just tap on it. Here, as you can see, we have like this ROM is based on Android Pie, of course, and the CrDroid version is 5.1. The security patch version is February 5th 2019, so pretty latest security patch. And what else, we have the kernel, the stock kernel over here is the Eskrima kernel, and the build date is February 15th. And here inside CrDroid you have lot of customizations over here. Now something that is not present over here in terms of the customization, which I have noticed, is right away you will see that there is no like brightness sliding option from the status bar. So you can't really like slide like this or do a gesture like this to control the brightness in this ROM. I did not find this feature over here, so do keep that in mind. But other than that, we have everything, like even more than the Resurrection Remix ROM, I would say. Inside status bars, like icons, we have the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons over here, and clock style, clock date, and the root icon, 4G icon, Bluetooth battery stats, Volti icon, and lot of other stuff is present over here. And double tap to sleep is of course present on the status bar and stuff, and quick pull down and smart pull down for the quick settings panel is there. Inside like quick settings, over here we have the Bluetooth stats, the battery stats, and vibrate on touch, the quick toggles. Network traffic indicator is there, so if you wanna enable it, you can enable it from here, as you can see. And over here we have the brightness slider to set on the bottom or like top and stuff. So right now, as you can see, right now it's set on the bottom. You can set it to top or just totally hide it from the quick settings. And here we have the auto brightness. So this auto brightness icon is present over here. Like if you tap over here, it will switch to the auto brightness. So I'll just keep it on that. Let me just go into the lock screen, and here we have the weather and stuff. So let me just show you the lock screen quickly. Here it is how it looks like, the lock screen. Here it shows the weather, temperature and stuff, so and the date and stuff. So the lock screen is pretty good. So we get the weather over here, that's pretty cool. And we have the music visualizer and media cover art, battery info. The face auto unlock is present, and I did set up face unlock. Let me just show you. Here I have 5 fingers, as you can see from the screen. So I'm just tapping the power button, and as you can see, it just unlocked. Let me just do it again. It unlocks again. Let me just do that again. So as you can see, the screen just unlocks almost right away. And the double tap to sleep and stuff is present over here on the lock screen. Fingerprint authentication, vibration, and power menu is present on the lock screen. You can disable power menu if you want to hide the power menu from the lock screen. And we have the recent customization. You can set this recent to quick step or the AOSP. So that kind of things are there. Inside navigation, we have the navigation bar over here, and we get a lot of navigation customization if you use the on-screen buttons like this: navigation mode, pulse, stock nav bar settings, smart bar settings, blink settings, and you can control the height and stuff of the nav bar. So a lot of things are there. If you go into system gestures, this is normal stuff, and swipe up gesture is there, so kind of the full screen gesture this one is. And over here we have the carbon gestures too. And if you go into buttons, here you will see this backlight kind of options and accidental touch and stuff. You can enable it, you can disable the hardware keys if you're using on-screen buttons. And from here we have the advanced restart. So let me just show you. On the power menu it shows the power off, restart and emergency, and if you tap on restart it will show you this reboot to system, recovery or fast boot. So these options are present, and long press power button for torch is present, and this just works super fine. I really use this feature. And home button answering call is present over here. You can like enable or disable it as you're liking, and you can customize these like capacity buttons from here. And what else, we have the answer call and stuff, control playback, etc, normal stuff. And user interface, we have the ambient display mode, and you can use this always on display if you want to. And we have the animation options over here. We have the quick setting tile animation and stuff. Font options are there, so you can choose from lot of fonts here. The list just goes on and on. As you can see, it's kind of lagging while scrolling down the fonts. Even we have the OnePlus kind of fonts, and a lot of fonts are present over here. As you can see, like you're noticing this scrolling bar over here. So just look at the list, it just goes on. So there are plenty of fonts, so you can choose from this plethora of options. So that's a really great feature. And rounded corners are present over here. I did enable it, and you can like set the rounded corners to however you want to. I have set it to like 9 dp, so that's how it is. Inside style, you can change the accent color of this UI. We have the material palette and user requested colors over here, and this style option is present, so you can change the theme to light, dark or automatic by time of the day or the wallpaper. And we have the like totally black and deep gray mode. So like if you want dark mode, these two options are there. You can set the notification style to light, deep gray and AMOLED black. And from preference switch style, you can change this to material design 2 or OnePlus switch. I'll just change it to OnePlus switch, and it will restart the system UI. So we are back. And quick settings style, you have this like this many options. You have the square meadow and stuff. If you want those, like if you want this square meadow, let me just show you. I have set it to square meadow, I'll show you later on. And quick setting header style, you can like choose it to be accent based. So right now let me just show you here. As you can see, the quick settings panel like shows like this square meadow kind of look, and the top, as you can see, is accent color based. So this is kind of blue right now. And let me just go back. Inside notifications, you can like enable this blink flashlight on call, MIUI feature, and battery light and stuff is there. So whenever like you are charging the phone, the battery light will appear, and the notification LED kind of thing, you can customize it from here. You can disable heads up from this option, and charging sound and stuff, you can disable it if you are annoyed with that. And screenshot sound, you can disable it. We have the volume panel customization, so you can choose the volume panel to be on the right side, or even you can choose to be on the left side. As you can see, pretty interesting stuff is going on over here. And what else, we have the MISC stuff. Like, so inside advanced of this MISC settings, you can have this vibrator strength, so you can control like the vibrator or like the haptic feedback of the whole UI. So this is pretty cool feature. And you can even control the RGB of the screen, and like totally control the contrast and stuff of the screen. So if you're into that, you can definitely do it. So that is pretty much it regarding the customization of this ROM. And let me show you one more thing that over here is really interesting. I have never seen this feature on the Redmi Note 3, because these features were not simply present on the Redmi Note 3 earlier, like on custom ROMs. So over here, if you go to the bottom of sound settings, you will see this Mi sound enhancer. This is the audio DAC which just arrived for the Redmi Note 5 Pro, but right now we have this feature even for the Redmi Note 3. So here you can choose it from this like these many options. But to be honest, we have like lot of Mi earphone options, but these does not make a huge difference to me, at least. Well, if you turn it on, of course you're gonna see the like difference from the normal flat kind of profile, but these options, like whichever I choose, I feel they are pretty similar to each other, so I do not see much of a difference. So that's how it is. But of course it's great to be having the default EQ on a ROM. So RAM management is not that great, of course, and this is the 3GB RAM variant again. And if you're talking about the recents panel, well, here is how it looks like, and you have this like rounded corners over here, even on this like this recents panel over here. So you can clear it all from here. And let me show you the stock camera over here. This is the stock camera, and of course the Snapdragon camera is there, but it does not take like pretty great pictures. It takes decent, like pretty average kind of pictures. So that's how it is. This is the stock or default camera, and you can install the Pixel 3 camera or the GC Mod 5, the old GC Mod 5. I did install the old GC Mod 5 and it's been working super fine, as you can see. So Google camera, you can install it because camera to API is enabled by default over here. Even you get this portrait mode and stuff. If you don't know how to install this GC Mod 5, here is a card. So that is how it is regarding this ROM. And Google Pay is not working by default, but you can like make it to work by like disabling the phone and SMS app permission from the Google Play services. So that is how it is. The performance is not that bad and everything feels like totally fine, like considering this is a 3 years old device again. But yeah, and let me show you the fingerprint scanner speed again. So the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, takes a bit of time to unlock. It's not the fastest, of course. So the battery life and stuff is pretty average on this ROM. I have been getting around 3 and 3.5 hours of screen on time, and even like I did not even get 4 hours of screen on time. So battery life kind of sucks, but yeah, that's how it is regarding this ROM, guys, as of now. And like Resurrection Remix, this ROM has this kind of audio effects and stuff, so they are present, and you can like play PUBG on smooth and high settings. And one problem I am facing after rebooting the phone is it's counting some kind of system UI number, like timestamp. As you can see from here, it's counting 32 seconds, 35 seconds like this. And if I enter the pin right now, let me just do that. So I have entered my pin. If I tap on right, the screen just goes black, and as you can see, it's gonna go back to the lock screen again, and it's gonna tell me to like enter the password again. So right now I am stuck at the lock screen only, and I can't even enter the pin, and even if I do that, I'm gonna get stuck into the lock screen again and again. So this is kind of a loop, and in my opinion, all the features and stuff does make it a lot more awesome ROM, but these kind of bugs does make this ROM a totally deal breaker, and you can't really use this ROM as your daily driver just because of these features. Like if you're outside and you get stuck into the lock screen, you can't even do anything. So in my opinion, do not flash this ROM, guys. This is an official ROM, the CrDroid based on Android Pie, and of course I was not expecting this kind of bugs like from this kind of like amazing ROMs. But yeah, bugs are present in like every ROM, but it depends on which bugs are like totally deal breaker and which are like pretty usable. So this ROM, even though this ROM has a lot of features, I can't really recommend you guys flashing this ROM. So I would say stay away from these kind of ROMs like the CrDroid Android Pie. I know the developers really work hard, and I really appreciate that, and that is why I really flash these kind of ROMs like all the time on my device, and I really appreciate that, but I can't really recommend you guys flashing this ROM right now. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down there, because I'm really close to hit the 15,000 subscribers mark, guys. So I really appreciate you guys, like a lot of you who are subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for appreciating my work from all over the world. So that is pretty much it. This is Tiro from KD and Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.